this morning. This has been how many months in the works? A couple months in the works. I had the idea of getting multiple female professional athletes from all of the leagues together to make a bold statement about unity and empowerment.
Who did we bring together this morning, bright and early?
I managed to get a hold of Imani from the WNBA Atlanta Dream over a Twitter message first, and short notice also got a NPF player, Kristyn Sandberg, to join us, and we did a little photo shoot around Manhattan, and I think it was awesome. Just catching up with other female professional athletes, learning about the challenges that they face and what might be expected come the later years in our young league. And I am looking forward to potentially planning a future video shoot with more of the female professional league players and talking in greater depth about the challenges that we face.
Yeah, Kristyn, we're going to come to you. You've been playing professional softball twice as long as Kimberly Sass's league has existed. I'm curious to hear from you. What are some of the things that you learned about, in particular, the NWHL on this photo shoot this morning?
I learned that it's growing. It's obviously got the backing of some of the NHL teams, and it's got their support, which I think is great that the sports counterpart is stepping in to help support the league and help grow it and help continue to give young female athletes something to look forward to as they grow old and they pursue their dream of becoming a professional athlete.
Over to you, Imani. Holding down the WNBA, which for a lot of women's professional leagues is kind of seen as a gold standard. Very curious to hear your thoughts about what you learned about the National Pro Fast Pitch League and the National Women's Hockey League today on the shoot.
I think I've already respected these athletes, but I think it's just put things in perspective. Like, as much as we're fighting for more, there's other places that are still trying to match what we have. And I think it kind of just helped me realize even more so why it has to be a united front, like why we have to speak up for the NWHL and for softball, just because like we have the platform and we have kind of like the business model, so we have to continue to fight for all of the sports.
And how do you think something like a photo shoot or even just getting together can help some of that?
I think just about awareness, like same way like I didn't know much about anything until we started hanging out and did this today. I'm sure my fans don't know the same thing, and just saying with their fans, like just crossing paths, and like most women's sports, we support all women's sports. So just knowing about them and knowing who we need to look for and find out and how to follow them is like important.
Imani and I, this is Kim Sass. Imani and I actually talked before we met in person about the softball league, and just talked about how even us as female professional athletes aren't even aware of all of the female professional leagues out there, and that is a huge problem. But for instance, do you think that an NHL player hasn't heard of Major League Baseball? No. The media is the difference.